Hey Aries, what's going on? Kind of losing my voice, you guys, from football. That, and I did a little bit of scream therapy last week. Um, something that was mentioned in my one of my readings one time, and I didn't even know it was a thing. And when you're in that moment, and I was in my car, and I couldn't. It's Bengals' first game, by the way. Who day? So, okay. Anyway, I was 28 on the clock. That's my dead brother. That is his date of birth. And he was a huge Bengals fan. Our family was a huge Bengals fan. At his funeral, everybody there wore a Bengals jersey, except for one guy that wore a Steelers jersey because they had a friendly banter rivalry thing going on. But anyway, that's why I look like this. But I will say with the scream therapy, it was it, it works. You may sound crazy in the moment if you are in your car or you're somewhere where you just can't get out that frustration that you want to get out. Just screaming as loud as you can at the top of your lungs can do a whole lot of good. I will say though, I've lost my voice a little bit because I screamed a lot that day. Um, Nobody else was in the car. Nobody else was hearing anything. It was just me. I was the only one. Nobody else was in the car. I would never do that around my kids. I don't want to scare the shit out of them because, let's be honest, King of Air just came out. Let's be honest, we don't want our kids to see us go a little cuckoo. And it wasn't a bad thing. I wasn't hurting anybody. And they're having me tell you this because somebody here could really benefit from doing that. It is a cathartic release out of your chakras. So you can scream pain out of your chakras. You could cry. You could sweat. You could stretch. You can contract. All of that matters because Earth, you are like Earth. You're made of the same elements. And when Earth needs to shake things up, Earth shakes things up. There's tsunamis, there's storms, there's every gamut of emotion that the Earth feels through how it expresses itself. And you do the same thing. It's just you have words. And you got to find ways. They're telling me you've got to find ways to deal with that this week. So they told me this week would be a transformation for your career, for work, and also for your health. And now that I just shared that piece of advice with you, take it or leave it. Um, it is something for your mental health, it is something for your emotional and physical health. That screaming hits all three areas, and they had me specifically go through that experience to share it with you this week, Aries. I don't know if they're gonna have me do that with anybody else, but I'm saying I wasn't planning on sharing this with you, but it's what it turned into. So someone here could benefit from some. Yeah, look at this. 5 of air just came out, and I would just split the deck. 7 of fire and 5 of air. This week, you may find yourself benefiting from a lot of scream therapy. Maybe somebody calls you and gives you some news that you're not really wanting to hear. And in that moment, when you get off the phone, you have a moment to yourself to just scream it out. I'm also seeing someone doing push ups. So, this week is going to be a test of the wills in a good way for you. It didn't sound like it with that experience, but it will be in a good way because your level of success, something you're leveling up this week, success when it comes to your finances, when it comes to work, you're leveling up big time somehow. Someone here watching that is. And when that happens, it is a natural response for other human beings to get jealous of you and say things out of jealousy, even though to you it was just hurtful. It was really jealousy in how that person expresses their jealousy maybe differently than how you would express your jealousy. So they want you to know this week someone is going to be extremely jealous of your success. Some type of offer is coming your way this week, and it's going to make you feel great. Other people not so great. It feels like I'm feeling like a what about me type of feeling. Like, yeah, 10 of fire, because it feels like you're receiving something while someone else is receiving burdens. And so when there's an outbreak this week, is to show you the true intentions and the true emotions of people. I did hear people, of people who tell you they want you to be happy and they want you to be successful, But then when you get an offer, their true colors show that they're not happy for your success. And that is not for you to feel bad about that. This week, you are having a big breakthrough in your mental, emotional, and physical health that is coinciding with some type of career opportunity. So, what you're going to notice this week is that people will have knee jerk reactions to your success. In that moment, what they say is going to show their true colors of how they really feel. Now, it will be towards you. It'll be how their true colors, how they feel towards you. But this is also a pattern of behavior. So they do not want you taking this personally as if you're this bad person. The message that they say, they do not want you taking that as your truth. That is where this is going to be a different week. Different week for you, where a shift is going to happen. Where when this happens for the first time in a very long time, maybe ever, you are going to look at somebody and be able to say, "Wow, they are really jealous because I got something they want that they don't feel that they could have." And they just said something about me that was a complete lie, but it was a truth about how they feel about me. What they said about me is something I will not identify with. What they said about me is something I do not believe about myself. What they said shows every bit of honesty and truth about how they feel about me and my success. Thank you, God. Thank you, Source Angels, for showing me the true intentions and the true colors of people when I have a win in my life. Thank you for showing me the true colors of people who say they're happy for me. And then when something great happens for me and I'm very happy and they don't meet me in my happiness, I know that they're not truly happy for me. And that has nothing to do with me and everything to do with them. That is why the King of Swords came out. Because look what else came out. Oh my God. You got, look at, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Swords, and the Six of Swords. You are able to mentally move on from things this week that were previously a challenge for you, it's no longer a challenge. Okay? Oh my God. And I just picked this deck up, what you don't see coming at the bottom. Rewards. It says you are cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. I did just hear that you were having some ups and downs, and I don't know if you could see how this just split. Okay, new life. New life. You may get a fresh start or be called to bring a new perspective to your old job. So you're getting offered a fresh start this week, but you're also bringing a new perspective to an old job. But you're also bringing a perspective to old relationships that really aren't working in your favor anymore. You've been getting signs about this, and they've been getting very detailed for you. That's a wonderful thing to know, because it's like you're reading multiple signs at once. It's not just like, oh, there's 1111. It is very specific signs where you're able to put them together now in sentences and have multiple 20 signs at once come at you and figure things out. I love that energy. It feels good to be able to do that, doesn't it? I know. You are, there's something about you having an offer this week that is also going to allow you to make more time for those around you that do want to celebrate you, that do care about your wins, that do want to see you soar and excel. Um, Things are looking up. This is the end of a difficult situation or cycle for you. And you're going to find yourself feeling very confident this week and proud of your accomplishments. I also just heard, all right, also it just translated, I guess I shouldn't say heard, because we don't actually hear words, we hear blocks of thought. So I translate it through the way I communicate. But here's what I just translated. They just told me changing that verbiage is going to make somebody very happy when they hear this. Okay. That's funny. News coming for you this week is going to make you feel like I got it right. I was right the whole time. I thought people made me feel like I was crazy. I thought I was going crazy. But this just made me realize I was right the entire time. Some type of news is coming for that. This same news also is going to have a trickle down effect of unlocking a lot of other different new newses, or new news, I should say, not newses, but I'm being silly. Um, New news. So it's like once you have this epiphany or this news come to you, you're going to see a snowball effect of all kinds of new information coming your way that just makes you happy. You're going to feel like you're like a hummingbird, you know, like your wings are, you're going to be excited so much, you're going to be like, ooh, and your energy is going to be going all week. This is an exponentially powerful week for you, okay? Extrapolate success, extrapolate desire, and extrapolate passion, because that is what you are going to be feeling this week on, they're just telling me full throttle. So when you are in that energy of feeling powerful, knowing that you are a deliberate creator, knowing that you're in control and that you were right about something and things worked out exactly how you were shown at some point from source, that is when you're going to see other people who are adults throwing adult temper tantrums. And it's something, it's like people are going to try to do things to scare you, scare tactics. You're going to see right through it. You're going to see right through it. You've got a great offer coming your way. Whether you're the king or the queen, it doesn't matter. They're telling me you got the offer coming. It's this, oh my God, I just read the card. A successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered. It literally said it on the card and I didn't even read it. Okay, there you go. Yeah. It's coming from, it's coming from a King of Pentacles, but they're also telling me there's this King of Pentacles is going to help clear up some type of misunderstanding in a matter that's really important to your heart. I don't want to say near and dear to your heart as in passion. It's important for your heart in a healing way, but it's also soothing. Okay? And that's what they want you to know about this week. Okay? That's where we're going to leave it. I love you so much, Aries. See you in the next one. Peace and love.